Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to share with you my entry for the annual NYX Professional Makeup Face Awards 2018. So I chose the theme Life and Death, and that there is beauty in both of them. So let's just continue with the tutorial and I hope you enjoy. So first off, let's take off those glasses and apply a primer, and I'm applying that to the entire face and the neck as well. Then I'm taking a brow pencil and just filling in one of my brows on the side which the life part will be. Then prime the eyelids because I do have somewhat more oily skin on my lid, so I have to prime. Then for the skeleton or skull part, you want to apply white face paint to the half of the face, and you can leave the eye part open. You want to go down the neck and already carve out some of your ribs and your collarbone with that face paint. I'm just using a regular little sponge for that, nothing special. Then with black face paint, you want to make sure you make a good circle, like a really swooshy in one swipe circle. That way you don't have to adjust the lines that much. And you want to go over that with the black a couple of times to make it more opaque. And again, I'm just using a regular makeup brush for this. Nothing special, nothing fancy, just one I got from eBay, I guess. And the face paints I am using are all water-based, so you don't need any rubbing alcohol or something like that to activate them. Just a little bit of water goes a very long way. Then you want to carve out the face a little bit more, so I made the cheekbones a little bit more prominent, and for the mouth I'm just going to rim the inner line of the lip and just drag it towards the cheek. Then for the throat area and the bone in the middle where the ribs are attached to, you just want to outline that with some black as well. And you don't have to be that precise with it yet, because we're going to add a little bit more ribs as well and color it in with black in between those ribs. And of course color in the ribs a little bit more with that same white face paint. Then you want to black out some of the negative space, and we're just going to use that same black body paint or face paint for that. And you might want to go over this black with a couple of layers to make it completely opaque. At one point I actually had to switch arms, so I'm normally right-handed, but I had to use my left hand to go over some lines to make it a little bit more precise. So that can be a little bit tricky. You can actually ask someone to help you for just those exact lines if you're not really strong with your non-dominant hand. But for me it didn't really take that much of an effort. Just go slow and try. You could also use a sponge for the bigger areas if you don't want to hassle around with a smaller brush all the time. Then with some white I used a little bit of a thicker consistency to highlight the bones of the skeleton part. And with some black you can always adjust the lines a little bit more if you have to. Then I'm also using that thicker consistency white on the face to highlight a little bit more and just blending that in with a sponge. Then for the teeth part, I'm going to use a liquid liner for that and just draw some squiggly lines. It doesn't have to be neat at all. I am also using that same liquid liner to draw out one half of the nose, or like more of the lack of the nose, because when you are a skeleton you don't really have a nose anymore. So you just want to draw that in, go in with some black face paint as well. And for the waterline you just want to add a little bit of black kohl pencil. Then with some leftover black on the brush I wanted to make the lips a little bit more smudgy. Then for the more pretty side, I just added a little bit white to intensify the colors, and with a yellow shade I went in the crease area and just blended that out. Then with a hot pink I blended that up towards the yellow part and also a little bit next to the eye. And then I just went all crazy with all different kind of rainbow colors and just smudging them onto the skin or like into the skin with a soft blending brush. So I just took all colors I felt like were pretty, and the rainbow and all bright colors really represent life for me personally, so I just went all the way. And for the bigger parts of the face and also the body part, I used a couple of bigger face brushes. Just regular foundation or powder brushes are fine. I also wanted to use some colors on the body as well, and I did want to make some sort of collarbone, and I used a little bit of white to like mirror that from the skeleton side and just blended that out with a little bit of that pink for some more definition. So I first started with the base, all the colors, and then I added some highlight to that collarbone as well with a thicker consistency of that white face paint. And then just go all the way with colors if you want to. Then for the other part of the lips I added a hot pink liquid lipstick. And I also added a little bit of liquid liner to make a wing liner, and just do whatever feels nice to you. I wanted to make a strong wing liner but also add some extra lashes on the bottom. Just swipe it on, it doesn't matter. And in the inner corner I just wanted to elongate that a little bit, so I add a little bit more black there as well. Oh, and don't forget to color your ears as well, because I almost forgot on both sides. And then I wanted to highlight a little bit on the highest points of the face, and don't forget to highlight the skull part as well as the collarbones. Then I wanted to add some nice butterflies, and as you can see I already have some like butterfly shaped glitters underneath my eye, but I'm going to take these off later because I didn't feel like they added that much. And with some lash glue I just added some cardboard butterflies. So just add them wherever you want to. I didn't want to add too much because otherwise the colors would like vanish. Then I added a nice fluffy fake lash to the life side of my face and just curl that with a lash curler as well. And also apply a butterfly to the hand because that's just a nice prop, you know. Oh, and here I'm just painting in my ear with some black face paint. And that was already the entire look. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my entry. I really do hope that I get through to the next like top 20 of the Dutch NYX Face Awards. I really hope so. I love making this. I really like how it turned out as well. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.